I'm not making fun of you.
That's all you ever did growing up is make fun of me.
I was just for fun, but when you're laughing, it's not making fun of you.
Well, I may be laughing, but I'm crying on the inside.
We've been through this in therapy. I thought you buried the hatchet.
I'd like to bury the hatchet
Robert.
in your head.
Hello, I am Roberta.
And I am Robert. And today we're reviewing 2018's Suspiria, which is an Italian film directed by...
You got this.
Oh, it's so hard.
You got it. Come on.
His last name is Guadagnino. That's actually fun to say. Say it with me. Guadagnino. And this is a remake, by the way. Not only this film is set in 1977, but the original film was made in 1977. This is a remake. What's it about?
It follows a young dancer pursuing her dreams. Unfortunately, the school she gets into has a lot more to teach her than just dance.
And I don't think we're spoiling it. Well, we probably are a little bit, but not the ending. By saying there's witchery involved. I mean, all-girl dance school, all-female dance instructors. Two things come to mind. It's in Berlin.
I thought that was cool.
During the Cold War, right? During 77, the wall hadn't come down yet.
Not so cool.
And so two things come to mind. One, it could be a lot of lesbian action.
That's the first thing that comes to your mind.
And two, witches, a coven of witches.
All of them witches.
I mean, personally, I think the movie could have used more lesbianism, but it is what it is.
That is your main takeaway.
Let's talk about who's in this film. Who is the rising young ballet? Is it a diva or a starlet when you're really good at ballet? I don't know. Dancer, I suppose.
Protege.
Who is it? Who plays her? Who plays the girl?
Is it Dakota Johnson?
It is Dakota Johnson.
Yeah.
She's lovely. I mean, you may know her from 50 Shades of Grey.
She's in that?
I think so. I never watched it. She studied ballet privately, took private lessons for 2 years so she could do this movie. That's dedication. What I want to know is, did they pay her for those 2 years? That's what I want to know.
Burning question. I feel like Leonardo DiCaprio did more for The Revenant, but that's neither here nor there.
What do you have to do for that?
Sorry. He slept in a bear. Like in a literal.
Wait, not on film, like he practiced sleeping inside a bear?
Pretty sure, yeah.
When you say bear, do you mean a big hairy beast that roams the forest looking for honey, or do you mean a big hairy man who roams the village looking for hotties?
Honey. Honey bear.
That's why I didn't watch it. And as we said, you put a bunch of girls and women together, and obviously a witch's coven forms. So there's some witchery and spookery going on. There's no ghosts though per se. There's no zombies. There's no werewolves. It's pretty much about witchcraft.
I've never been to a female gathering that didn't turn into a witch coven. Personally.
And they usually end in nudity.
So do mine.
Which is a plus for me, but they never let me into their club because...
Isn't the nudity club of Suspiria just a little bit outside the realm of, sex appeal? It's provocative in a different way.
Well, it appeals to me. I don't know if it appeals to the rest of the audience, mainstream America, but whatever.
The dance wasn't particularly sexy, but...
There's a lot of dancing in this film, and we're going to reenact some of it for you. Hey, Roberta.
Yes, Robert.
I mean, I've known you my whole life, because we're siblings. But how many languages do you speak?
One. One and a half. Half of one. One full language.
Well, the half language is clearly English, so what's the full language?
You wouldn't know it.
Okay. Well, this movie, and thank God there's subtitles, because there's some German, some French. It's mostly English, and they do put subtitles up in for when they're speaking the other languages. But I guess French is a big deal when you're in the ballet community.
Oui.
And in German, I think is a big deal when you're a witch.
Yeah.
Naked man penis alert at 58 minutes.
Whoop, whoop.
And then again, like an hour and 15 minutes. But
I was already doing the dishes by that point of the film. So.
it's 58 minutes, and then there's another one at 2 hours and 15 minutes. This is a long movie.
It's a long haul. You gotta be there.
Bosom alert at 1 hour. 1 hour and 5 minutes in. Now, that's like a third of the way into the movie. Now, I would have thought, given the setting and the fact that 95% of the cast is female, there would be more bosom alerts. That's the only reason that I agreed to review this film. But I think it was just a one.
I just like making the alert sound. Whoop whoop! I know.
She did as a kid too. There may be more bosoms than that. The final scene, I don't want to spoil it.
Kind of spoiling.
But there's like a lot of bosoms.
It's very dark though. It's hard to see.
It is dark, and some of them are not. Well, we'll just say some of them might not be living bosoms. But there's a lot.
All bosoms, you call them?
Sure.
But growing up, you said bosoms. Now you say bosoms.
It's an affectation.
I'm not making fun of you. I'm not making fun of you.
That's all you ever did growing up is make fun of me.
I was just for fun, but when you're laughing, it's not making fun of you.
Well, I may be laughing, but I'm crying on the inside.
We've been through this in therapy. I thought you buried the hatchet.
I'd like to bury the hatchet
Robert.
in your head.
We joke like that all the time. Don't.
Lines from the movie.
They took my hair. They took my urine.
They took your urine.
They took my shit.
I mean, I haven't taken your shit for years.
She's gonna pack her things and get the fuck out of this box of rabies.
I got a box of rabies for Christmas one year from Mom and Dad. That's a real shitty gift.
You kind of deserved it after the shit you put us through. Side note.
Let me know if she needs a Valium. She has a prescription. We have to rate this movie with pumpkins.
Right. So, at least two. At least two, right?
It's 2 in my opinion.
But maybe like 2.5.
Well, this is the half,
Where's
sweetie.
oh, okay.
This one's the half. You can even show the little jack-o'-lantern face.
God.
2.5.
Oh, so cute.
I notoriously am not a big fan of... Oh my God. Notoriously, I am not a huge fan of witchy movies. But watching Dakota prance around, scantily clad, and there's, some bosom alerts. I'll give it 2.5. Were you ever scared at any point in the film?
No.
Neither was I, and that's why I don't want to give it a 3. Not really any scary moments.
Scariness isn't everything. It can also be disturbing or shocking, but it was just a little bit more laborious.
2 pumpkins, but we'll give it another half because there's some disturbing scenes.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Okay.